So I did replace the factory stereo with an aftermarket one. This is a Kenwood multimedia player. It does not have a CD slot. It only plays digital stuff, like from the USB there. There also is a second USB in the rear, which I'm going to eventually use to power the GoPro instead of running the cable down the front here and being an eyesore. But the main reason that I actually installed this is because I thought the factory head unit was toast. At any volume, it just sounded like hot garbage. So I replaced it, got this bad boy in there. I ran the microphone back down under the cluster and through this plastic piece here. It just pops off, and then it comes up through here, and then you can see my microphone for the hands-free calling. But alas, new head unit didn't solve my sound problems. It still sounded like hot garbage. So I started pulling speakers out and inspecting them. And 2 of the 4 speakers had the foam surround separated, I should say, from the frame. Now, you can see this one is fine now, since I re-glued the cone back down. Oh, that sounds so bad. Put them back in, tried it again, and it still sounded like poo. Couldn't figure out why, so I took another look at them, and I found something quite interesting. That yellowish piece in there is called a spider, and it is not supposed to be floating in the air like that. You see how it's completely detached. So we get a better view here. You can actually see the voice coil down in there, that copper. But this is supposed to be glued down and keep the voice coil aligned in the motor. And it is not doing that at all, anywhere. It's completely separated. And they are all like this. All 4 speakers have the spiders separating. So that's the main reason that I went ahead and replaced the head unit and end up ultimately having to buy new speakers, is because these factory ones are junk. Now, on to getting the speakers in. If you're using an aftermarket 6x9, you may have to do this as well. I haven't heard anybody having to do this yet, so I was surprised that I had to. But it does have 4 mounting holes that line up with aftermarket 6x9s, unlike the rears. I'm moving over that. The problem is the metal extends a little bit into the oval shape for the speaker, and creates little metal tabs just outside each of the mounting points. What that does is hit the frame of the new speaker, and it will not seat into the hole. In fact, mine was about a 1/4 inch to 1/2 inch away from actually being able to be flush with the door. So what I had to do is take a Dremel and grind down the 4 metal pieces that were kind of extruded into the speaker slot. And once I did that, the speaker went in just fine, mounted up to the factory holes just fine, and that problem was solved. So if you do buy some new 6x9s for your WJ and you go to throw them in there, double check that. If it doesn't fit, don't panic. It's probably just because of those stupid tabs and just a poor design, really. But it is fixable pretty easily with a Dremel. That's really all I got for today. I wanted to go over the head unit, show you the craptastic factory speakers that are all toast, and go over the head unit since I had never mentioned it. That's really all I got for today. So if you guys keep watching them, I'll keep making them.